Hey guys, it's been a minute since we've done a Valheim video. Very excited about this one. Irongate just released the public test branch patch notes for August, and I figured we'd just do like a little summary review of that. No gameplay or anything like that. We're just gonna go down the list of the patch notes. So if you've been out of the loop of Valheim for a little while and you're curious to see what they're cooking up with the fixes and changes, this video is just gonna review that, and that way it'll give you an idea if it's interesting enough for you to return to the game. Just a reminder that you can support this channel for free by pushing the like and subscribe button down below, but only if you enjoy the content. Let's get into the patch notes. All right, so it doesn't look like we have too many changes, but we're just going to go down the list. So we have Flametal spires now have a low chance to start sinking. Looks like maybe they potentially fixed the issue of climbing on those things, and now those are turned back on. So look forward to that, maybe. Players no longer get stuck in falling animation on the Flametal spire. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that was a big problem during the original public test branch for Ashlands, and then even after the release, you know, your character would kind of float around on those things and slip off. So that's really cool that they finally managed to fix that. I guess maybe that's why they're starting to turn the sinking back on to get that into play. Flametal Spire's drop rate changed from 3 to 4 pieces per chunk to 2 to 4, so a little bit of a nerf on the farming of the metal there. Flametal ore now makes correct sound when mined. Fix an issue where network objects could become permanently corrupt, root cause of multiple issues. Player bases loading much slower over time in a multiplayer scenario. Player bases being more prone to structural stability issues over time. Random non-tameable enemies being tamed, random tamed animals dying. That's a lot of weird stuff going on. So it sounds like they fixed that. They reduced the spawn amount of the Ashfin. That's the green monsters that you can ride. They tweaked spawn chance for Twitchers. I'm not sure what tweaked means. They also did the same for charred archers and charred melees. Again, don't know what tweaked means. Tweaks to amount of damage players take from lava depending on how deep in the lava they are. So that's kind of cool. If you're kind of running on the edge of a lava lake bank or whatever, I think it just made up a word. Then maybe you take less damage than, you know, if you're at the center of the lava lake kind of thing. Slightly higher threshold before taking damage from lava. Hare meat can now be cooked on the wooden cook station. Little change there. Askvin and vulture meat now require the iron cooking station. Chicken meat will now be correctly attached to the hook on cooking stations. I've seen this before. It was hooked on there really weird. So good change there. Hot tub refuel effect now match other fire VFX. Excuse me. The tweak to the small marble column hitbox. They fixed an issue where the player base was not able to be, or excuse me, where the player list was not able to be closed. They fixed a bug where the button rebind would be or could be initiated with a controller but not canceled. That must have been a headache. And then they fixed an issue with being able to switch tabs with keyboard while unified pop-up is displayed. And then for the Mac, the ping icon is now correct on non-single player servers on Mac. The Xbox has a couple fixes, fixed a crash issue that could happen when suspending the game. And then the Xbox pins on the mini-map on Xbox is now a reasonable size on 4K displays. So is this patch update interesting? A little bit. You know, the Flametal spires being fixed is a big positive in my opinion. I know the developers have been working really hard on that the last couple months, and it was a big issue when Ashlands launched. People were just randomly slipping off the spires into the lava, and it just made it very difficult to mine the things. A little bit of a nerf on the Flametal ore chunks. What can you do? My biggest curiosity is the tweak spawn chance. Are they going more or less on that? Just curious to see where that's going, because when Ashlands was released, a lot of players were complaining that the mob density was too high and they would just get overwhelmed. So I know they've been working on trying to smooth that out. So that appears to be what they're doing here again. Just don't know which direction it's going. I suppose my biggest disappointment would be nothing referencing the amount of gems in Ashlands, unless they did a patch note in the last couple months to fix that. If they did, feel free to make fun of me in the comment section down below. But the amount of gems that you get on, even on solo player mode, but especially on multiplayer mode, you just don't get enough of those blue, red, and green gems to make several pieces of gear kind of thing. So I'm really hoping they address that if they haven't already. but we'll see in the next patch notes. So with that said, didn't want to drag this out into some 20-minute long video or anything like that. If you feel like I deserve it, hit the like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.